All right, guys, today we're back with another beard advice series video. We got a special one today, so you guys stay tuned. Hey guys, Brian Haywood here. Welcome back to my Beards and Banjos YouTube channel where we talk about tips and tricks for your beards and mustaches. We do some product reviews. We also have some special series that we do. We are just about finished with the Epic Mustache Challenge. I've got about a week and a half left to go, and then I got to make some decisions. But right now it's definitely on the verge of being epic. But be looking for some more videos about that. I might need your guys' advice about what to do with this thing next. But today we are doing another beard advice series video. And just a reminder, if you want to be featured in one of these beard advice series videos, you can send me an email and some pictures to the address below. Tell me what advice you're looking for, and I'll be glad to get back with you on that. You can be featured in your own beard advice video. But today we have my friend Scott. I think probably all of you guys in the bearded community know Scott from Beard Times with Scott. He's one of the very first YouTube product reviewers out there for beard products, and he kind of specializes in that. So anything about beard oils, beard balms, beard butters, co-washes, any of that stuff, you definitely want to check out his channel. He's done over 280 reviews. I think his first one was back in November of 2017, which is when I first started growing my beard out. So I started watching his videos, one of his first subscribers, I think. But Scott sent me some pictures, said, hey, do me next. So here you go. This is a little bit interesting because he sent me the pictures, and like right after he sent me the pictures, my phone lit up and it said, Beard Times with Scott's calling on Instagram. And I didn't know that you could call people on Instagram. So silly me, I'm still getting used to using Instagram. But anyway, a couple of times since then, we've had some video chat conversations about lots of things. But one of those things is kind of his style and what he was looking to change up. So he's kind of had his own personal consultation before being featured in this video. But if you take a look, Scott's kind of going back and forth with his head hair. He shaved his head for a while, and then he said he got lazy and let it grow out. But if you got hair, you let it grow out sometimes. So you can see that it's kind of grown out and needs some addressing to kind of sharpen up the edges and that kind of thing. We'll get to in a minute. And then his beard, he hasn't done a lot of trimming. He usually just kind of lets things go for kind of months at a time. He did get the Brio Beardscapes. He did a nice cleanup of his sideburns a few months back, but he didn't touch the bottom of it. So by growing it out that long, really the stuff in the front was outpacing what he had underneath, because this picture right here where he showed his underbeard really surprised me. He's got a strong underbeard, and I didn't know that by looking at his videos and his pictures and stuff, because he had about 1.5 to 2 inches there in the front of his beard that kind of outpaced what was in the back. So I think he was definitely due for a cleanup there to kind of even things out. And it's going to make his beard look a lot stronger, as you'll see in just a minute. So if you can tell on Scott's beard, he's got his hair is kind of straighter hair, but he's got a lot of wave to it. Unlike my hair, I've got wave to it, kind of that goes down and waves like this. And mine's a curlier beard to start with. His is kind of a straighter hair, but he's got the waves on it. Okay, so he's been working with the round brush and the hair dryer and really getting that going. So he's really starting to change things up, and it's starting to really come into a better shape. But then down towards the end, he's still got the wave. So you kind of have to choose your battles, right? You can spend all day with the hair dryer and the straightening brush and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes you just have to embrace what you've got and realize, okay, my beard's going to have waves in it. You do the best you can and kind of manage your time, and then you just kind of go with it. Yeah, you can cut some of that out, but once again, you don't want to take off all your beard. If you want to cut out so much that there's no waves left in it, then you're going to have about 1 inch beard. Because once mine got past 1 inch and probably into my 3rd month of growing, I started having these clumps of hair. It's like, why is my hair clumping like that? And then a month later, I realized, oh, wait a minute, that's a wave starting, especially over here. It would come down and like go whoop, and then keep going down. So we all have to, well, a lot of us have to deal with waves. We kind of figure out the best thing for us. And it takes a while to come into your style. I've just about come to the conclusion that it takes about 1.5 years to kind of come up with a style that kind of suits you well and looks really good. But it takes a while to find that. Some guys just kind of grow out their beard for a whole year and not trim anything. I think Scott did 1 year. And then it's, you start kind of finding your style after that. And me, I kind of trimmed along the way, but still it took me 1 year to figure out that I liked having my everything tapered here because of how bushy my cheeks got because of the waviness in my beard and the curl. So it just takes a while. So Scott, when he called me and talked to me, he said, I kind of like the length that you have. So, but that was kind of short, right? So mine's pretty short. So he didn't want to go quite that short. I didn't recommend that for him anyway. And he said, I don't know about going to a barber or doing it myself, that kind of thing. And I think he's going to be making a video about his barber shop experience. I won't go too far into that. But what I did suggest to him is to, go check the barber out and then maybe get a haircut. So you don't have to get a beard trim, get a haircut and maybe ask for, he didn't want to keep shaving his head all the time. So, go for the military style, the kind of the high and tight kind of thing, because you're used to having short hair anyway. So it'd be short on the sides, you grow it out on top a little bit, start to get some volume that way to see if you want to continue down that road or not. So that's what he ended up doing, and he actually got a little bit of a beard trim while he was there. So let me kind of show you the after pictures after we talked about some things. So you'll see he's got a nice high and tight fade with his hair. But then also on the side there, you'll see a nice blend with the sideburns. And by the way, if you want to learn how to blend your beard, your sideburns into your short hairstyle like I have, and like Scott's got in his picture, I just posted a video on that yesterday. There should be a link there for you if you're interested in kind of learning some advanced fading and tapering ideas for your sideburns. I thought that video turned out well. But if you'll take a look, I'm just going to go a little bit further. What if maybe Scott wants to go a little bit tighter? So what he could do with his cheek line is to go down a little bit further. Like a common thing is to go to where your lips meet, to kind of go with that. So you could go down just a little bit further and tighten that up. And then also on the bottom, you still see that little part down at the bottom. If you could take off that inch, around an inch it looks like, and then kind of round it out, you would have a absolutely full beard, right? That under beard will then have caught up completely to what you've got going on in the front. Okay, and yeah, be careful with that, because I don't know with how wavy his hair is, beard hair is what would happen if you cut it off a little bit more. Like, would the waves kind of move up and be aggravating there, or would it lay kind of straight? I would think you would be able to still kind of work the round brush and that blow dryer. You wouldn't have to deal with quite as much territory, and I think you might get it all to kind of round down and have a nice even look across the bottom. And then again, you may not. It just kind of depends. Have to try that and see if you're interested in it. All right, so that's kind of what it would look like on the side. Here's what the front looks like currently. If you kind of brought the cheek line down and kind of rounded everything out like I was mentioning on the side profile, you would have something that looks like this. Which I think would be a really good look for you. All right. And then if you were to go with that, you could tighten up the sides even more, kind of a little bit more fading and blending it in, and kind of bring a little bit straighter down. So you would kind of have a little bit more of the boxed more manicured look. So if you're going to keep the nice tight haircuts, you may want to consider going for that kind of little bit more groomed, manicured look, if that's something that you're interested in. But you still have plenty of beard there, so you could keep trying out those oils and balms and co-washes and all of that stuff. But don't be afraid to change things up, guys. Don't be afraid to go to a barber. It's just hair, so you kind of do your research on that kind of stuff. But or trim your beard yourself, or work on fading things in a little bit more, or tapering things in, or letting it grow. instead. All right. You've had stuff short for a while, let it grow out, and then you can kind of research different ways you can trim your beard into different shapes. That's the great thing about beard hair. It just keeps on growing. All right, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And thank you, Scott. I appreciate your friendship, buddy. And I always enjoy talking to you on the phone now on Instagram. So I'm still got to get used to that one. But anyway, thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.